Hi, how's it going today? As we continue celebrating Epilepsy Awareness Month, I did want to get more in a deep dive of the history of media's perception of epilepsy and how that's affected not only epileptics but audiences as well when they're trying to understand epilepsy. To begin, epilepsy started appearing in films in the 1950s, but with many of the characters being sad, damaged, or deranged, or if they did have epilepsy, the seizures were associated with a psychotic disease. Kind of like that character in that Something Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, that movie. Like something like that. But unfortunately, along with that representation, the type of seizures they started showing were tonic-clonic seizures. But along with that, with the foam in the mouth, and they make us like break dance. It's not even normal seizures. Like, it looks like we're break dancing on the floor, the way the media has it perceived. Well, especially back in the day as well. Along with violent tendencies, which we all know that's completely false. But unfortunately, people get their sources usually through media like, TV, television shows, YouTube. Well, there are some that do look at medical websites. Sometimes that gets confusing, so it's easier just to see like on film and TVs because they believe it's an accurate representation. In reality, it just damages us. And these assumptions have only not ruined the ability to explain epilepsy, but especially when we have to explain it over and over and over again, it's just one of those things where it gets repetitive. And it is important to spread epilepsy awareness, but we can't explain something to someone who wants to be ignorant, who knows what it means but still wants to spread misled information, or who doesn't want to change their mindset about what epilepsy is. And that does hurt us as well. And while TV and films have gotten better about better representation and introducing absent seizures, it still has the tonic-clonic seizures in a lot of various TV show and movies. And we do hope for the future, like there'll be better representation of not only epilepsy or the type of seizures, but as well as like the emotions, because, well, yes, they display the seizure. They're trying to like, okay, we know what to do. None of them really get involved in understanding what's it like to be the epileptic. Like, they talk about the seizures, they show the seizures, but they don't really display or do a point of view of that person who had a seizure. If they do, it might be like 3 seconds or like a 30-second segment, but in reality, it could be more proactive if there were multiple sequences or segments with that epileptic person and getting not only the seizure aspect, but a raw emotion behind it, whether it be an epileptic actor or someone who's non-epileptic and wanting to get a deep dive on what it is to be an epileptic, not just with our seizures, but with our emotions and daily struggles as well.